Welcome back to our channel, Beautiful Army. We've finally reached the finale of our BTS Movie Week series, and today we're going all out. We're creating the ultimate BTS cinema experience that will make you feel like you're watching these masterpieces for the very first time. If you've been following our journey this week, you know we've analyzed, ranked, cried, and laughed through every single BTS movie. But today we're bringing it all together in one epic finale that you absolutely cannot miss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this is going to be our most ambitious video yet. And trust me, you don't want to miss what we have planned for future BTS content. Army, we've spent this entire week diving deep into the BTS cinematic universe. From Burn the Stage to yet to come in cinemas, we've experienced every emotion possible. We've laughed at Jin's dad jokes in behind-the-scenes footage, cried during Jungkook's vulnerable moments, and felt our hearts swell with pride watching their journey from rookies to global superstars. But here's what I realized after watching all these movies back-to-back this week. Each film represents a different chapter of not just BTS's story, but our story as ARMY. These aren't just documentaries or concert films. They're time capsules that capture moments we'll treasure forever. And today, we're going to create an experience that honors that legacy. So, what makes the ultimate BTS cinema experience? Let me break it down for you, and trust me, after trying this setup, you'll never watch BTS content the same way again. First, let's talk about the physical setup. Your viewing space is crucial, ARMY. I've transformed my living room into what I like to call BTS Cinema Paradise. We're talking blackout curtains to eliminate any distractions, because when RM is sharing his deepest thoughts on screen, the outside world simply doesn't exist. I've set up fairy lights around the TV. Not just any fairy lights, mind you, but purple ones that change intensity with the music. It creates this magical ambience that makes you feel like you're inside the BTS universe. The seating situation is next level. I've arranged pillows and blankets to create the coziest viewing nest possible. Think of it as your personal VIP section at a BTS concert, but infinitely more comfortable. I've got my official BTS pillow collection arranged strategically. Yes, the Jin pillow gets the place of honor because we all need his comfort during emotional scenes. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the tissue situation. ARMY, I cannot stress this enough. You need an industrial supply of tissues. I'm talking multiple boxes strategically placed around your viewing area. One box is not enough. Trust me on this. I learned this lesson the hard way during Bring the Seoul, when I completely ran out during Yoongi's vulnerable moments and had to use my shirt sleeve. Learn from my mistakes, people. The audio setup is where things get really interesting. If you have surround sound, use it. If you don't, invest in good headphones. When you can feel the bass of Spring Day vibrating through your entire being during those concert sequences, when you can hear every breath, every whispered word during their behind-the-scenes conversations, that's when the magic happens. That's when you're not just watching a movie, you're living the experience. But here's where we take it to the next level, the sensory experience. I've prepared what I call the BTS movie survival kit. Korean snacks are essential. I'm talking about those honey butter chips that the members are always eating, some Korean fried chicken if you're feeling ambitious, and definitely some ramen for those late night viewing sessions. The goal is to engage all your senses to make this as immersive as possible. I've also prepared themed drinks for each movie. For Burn the Stage, it's strong coffee because that documentary captures their tireless work ethic. For Love Yourself in Seoul, it's something sweet and colorful to match the concert's vibrant energy. For Break the Silence, it's chamomile tea because we all need something soothing after the emotional roller coaster that movie takes us on. Now, let's talk about the optimal viewing order. After watching these films countless times this week, I've discovered there's definitely a right way to experience them. You don't just randomly pick a movie. Oh no, ARMY. There's a science to this. Start with Burn the Stage. This sets the foundation, showing you their struggles, their determination, their raw humanity. It prepares you emotionally for the journey ahead. Follow it with Bring the Seoul to see their growth and deeper introspections. Then break the silence, hits you with the reality of fame and pressure. Finally, end with their latest concert films to see how far they've come. Between each movie, and this is crucial, you need palate cleansers. I'm talking about watching their funny Bangtan bombs, their chaotic Run BTS episodes, or their adorable Bon Voyage moments. You cannot go from one emotional BTS movie directly into another without some mental preparation. Your heart needs time to recover. Here's something I discovered during this week that completely changed my perspective. Watching these movies with different mindsets creates entirely different experiences. Watch once as a casual viewer, appreciating the cinematography and production value. Watch again focusing solely on one member's journey. Watch a third time paying attention to the background details, the subtle interactions between members, the way the staff looks at them with such obvious affection. I spent an entire evening just watching, yet to come in cinemas, focusing only on the audience reactions. ARMY, the way fans' faces light up, the way they sing every word, the way some people are openly sobbing while simultaneously smiling. It's a masterclass in human emotion. These movies aren't just about BTS. They're about us, about what music and connection can do to the human spirit. The interactive element is where this experience becomes truly special. I've created what I call BTS movie bingo cards for each film. Things like Jin makes everyone laugh, Suga gets emotional, Jungkook shows his competitive side, RM gives profound life advice, Jimin takes care of everyone, V does something unexpectedly deep, and J-Hope brightens everyone's mood. It keeps you engaged while also making you appreciate the unique personality of each member. Social media integration takes this to the next level. Live tweet your experience, post Instagram stories, create TikToks of your reactions. But here's the key. Don't just post for posting's sake. Share genuine moments. When a particular scene hits different, share why. When you notice something new in a movie you've seen 10 times, tell people about it. The BTS movie experience is communal. We're all in this together for the ultimate finale of your marathon. And this is where it gets emotional. ARMY, I want you to write a letter. Write a letter to yourself about what this journey meant to you. Write about which moments made you proud to be ARMY, which scenes made you grateful for BTS's existence, which quotes you want to remember forever. Seal it and open it in a year. Trust me on this. The technical aspects matter too. Make sure your internet connection is stable if you're streaming. There's nothing worse than buffering during Jimin's high note in Serendipity. Clear your phone of distractions. Turn off notifications. This is your time with BTS, and it deserves your complete attention. As we wrap up this incredible BTS movie week, I want you to remember something. These films aren't just entertainment. They're historical documents. They're capturing a moment in music history that we're incredibly lucky to witness in real time. Years from now, we'll look back at these movies and remember exactly where we were when we first watched them, how they made us feel, why we fell in love with these 7 incredible human beings. The ultimate BTS cinema experience isn't just about having the perfect setup or the right snacks, though those definitely help. It's about approaching these films with an open heart, a curious mind, and an appreciation for the art of storytelling. It's about recognizing that you're not just watching movies, you're participating in a global phenomenon that has brought millions of people together through the universal language of music and human connection. So, ARMY, that's our ultimate BTS cinema experience guide. Which movie will you start with? What snacks are you preparing? How are you setting up your viewing space? Drop all your plans in the comments below, because I want to see how creative you get with this. Don't forget to like this video if our BTS Movie Week series has brought you joy. Subscribe for more BTS content, because we have so many exciting things planned, and share this with your ARMY friends, because the best movie experiences are shared experiences. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the BTS cinematic universe. Until next time, ARMY, keep watching, keep loving, and keep supporting our 7 kings. Borhi.